When you're buying a home, there is really no more important inspection than the general home inspection. The general home inspection is when you will have a specialist, an expert, come through a home and take pictures of different things, every nook and cranny of a house, from the crawl space to the attic, and make sure that things are in pretty good order. If they're not in order and they may cause a problem down the road, you want to find those things out ahead of time. And the best way to do that is to have a general home inspector come through, put together a report for you, and raise any red flags that you need to know before you buy a home. My name is Alex Stoeber, and in this video, we are going to talk about the general home inspection, what you should look out for, what should be in it, and also how you should react to it. What do you do with it afterwards? Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications for future videos like this one. Let's get into it. First, what you should know is the general home inspection report, it's going to be long. It's almost always long because we're talking about an entire property here, an entire piece of land. We're talking about sprinklers, we're talking about everything to systems of a home, the heating system, the electrical system, we're looking at plumbing, we're looking at the foundation. There's a lot that goes into creating a nice little safe cushion and dwelling unit for you, right? And homes vary in sizes all over the place. So you want to make sure that it's your biggest investment in your life, probably, or at least one of them, that you know exactly what is going on in that property before you close, because the last thing you want to do is close a property and then something goes wrong right afterwards. That's why we do inspections. So what you should know is this report that you're going to get from this home inspector, I've seen 50-page reports before about a property, and it can be overwhelming. It's kind of that way by design, so that you know you're getting into something and it's a big investment and you should know exactly what you're doing. Fortunately, the home inspector actually will go through the report as they're going and tell you a classification, an indication, if you will, of what you should expect from each part of the property. So if something is really bad, it's a health and safety hazard, you have a gas leak, or you have part of the home falling off the cliff, that's going to be an issue. And they're going to tell you right away, health and safety issue, red alert, get this solved right away. And then there's other things, much nicer things, like marginal. There are marginal issues with the home, like a crack on the wall, or perhaps a toilet's not flushing. Pretty easy fixes usually, but they can point to bigger things. So you got to be on alert for those and make sure that you're looking through this report and figuring out what is most important to you. What is something that's scary to you and what is something that you're okay with and you're just going to live with, right? There are many things like that. You're going to find defective things, like you need a railing on any stairs that's 2 more steps. You're going to need a railing there. That's like a defective. It could be a health and safety issue. You also, and I'll let the home inspector tell you specifically what is and isn't going to be dangerous. But then there are things like maybe an electrical outlet isn't working. Defective. If a refrigerator isn't turning on, defective. Because if you're factoring in the purchase price of an appliance as well on top of buying your home, then you're going to want to know that you need a new refrigerator, or you need to ask for a new refrigerator from the seller, or however you want to negotiate that. So there are classifications. There is health and safety issues, defective, marginal, and then, well, pretty good. Fair quality, or even brand new if they want to go even more into that. The benefit of knowing the classifications is also that you're not always going to get up in the attic and know what you're going to be looking for, right? So if there's wiring underneath insulation, the home inspector can go up and has gloves and can move the insulation apart to see what's under there. It's going to be really itchy if you do it. So they're going to take a picture. and then give you a report. And then what happens? Well, after you have the report, you take that report to the specialist. You take it to your electrician, your foundation inspector, your pest inspector, anyone who is going to give you more of an invoice, a more in-depth idea of what is going on in that general home inspection. And that's the benefit of the general home inspection. It's giving you flags along the way so that you have these photographs of each thing that's going on in the home. You can bring it to the seller as the buyer. You can bring it to the specialist, and this really just gives you an acute idea, acute focus of what's going on with the roof, what's going on with the foundation, what's going on with the electrical system. And it puts you in the best perspective, the best place possible to make a judgment call on whether or not you're going to move forward on the home or what it's going to take for it to be worth it to you. In all, you should absolutely get a general home inspector every time you purchase a home, and you should make sure that you have that general home inspector go over that report with you and know what is sticking out to you, what are the health and safety issues, what needs to be fixed right away. You definitely don't want to come into a defective plumbing system in a house and then figure out after you close that it's going to be hundreds of thousands of dollars to replace, right? So have your general home inspector come in, then give that report to your specialist, have the specialist give you invoices, and you'll be off to the races negotiating to make sure that you get this home closed or not. It's up to you. Either way, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications for future videos like this one. I'm out.